Looks like Xbox is back in the news again. We're back at it with another video. I'm still on break, but I wanted to bring you guys this video because it is kind of important, especially with gaming. It is. There's a potential that some Xbox exclusives may be working their way to PlayStation at some point down the line. We'll explain everything. We'll read the article. A link for this article from GameSpot will be in the description. We'll read the article, then I'll give my thoughts on it. Let's get into it. Also, check out the last Xbox video we did, talking about the physical gaming, physical media stuff. Indiana Jones and other Xbox first-party games could be coming to PS5. Microsoft is reportedly considering a multi-platform strategy for future game releases. Xbox and PC exclusivity for games from Microsoft's first-party studios could be coming to an end, as a new report indicates that the company is looking to take a multi-platform approach moving forward. According to a report from The Verge, Microsoft is weighing up which titles will remain exclusive and others that will appear on Switch or PS5 in the future. Separately, Gears of War was said to be on that list of franchises being considered for PlayStation releases, or for a PlayStation release. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is also being reported on the PS5 list, for PS5 launch, but only after the game has had a rather short period of exclusivity on Microsoft platforms, possibly launching in December of this year, later this year. Meanwhile, Xbox Era claims that Starfield could also make the jump to other platforms, while games like Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves were also in the cross-platform headlines recently. Microsoft senior leadership has reportedly been debating the pros and cons of this new strategy, according to the Xbox Era report, and it's claimed that not everybody is necessarily happy with the decision. It's worth noting that these plans could still change and nothing appears to be set in stone. Looking at the broader picture, Nico Partners, Director of Research and Insights Daniel Ahmad, added that this new direction could be a positive for Microsoft. The incentive for Xbox console purchases will still be driven by Game Pass versus a $70 purchase on PS5. It's a win-win situation. And that is it for the article. Pretty short article. This was published on February 5th, which was yesterday. This video should be up on the 6th. So let me get my script that I got for my video on paper. Put it down right here. Alrighty then. So basically just to break down what the article was saying. If you didn't hear already, there is a word on the street that some Xbox exclusive names could be working their way to PS5. Some of them, I don't know how they would go on Switch. Some of them maybe, but if you try to play Gears of War or Halo on a Switch, you're going to create a new bomb for the military. Do not do that. That Nintendo Switch gonna be riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. But anyway, yeah, there's the word on the street that some exclusive titles from Xbox could be working their way onto PS5. Me personally, I'm not for this idea. I think that with people that buy, with the Xbox, they're buying the console, one, because they like it and maybe brand loyalty, but also they want to open the door really for themselves to play exclusive titles for the console. Hence, Gears of War. There's going to be a whole list that I saw on Twitter. I don't know if this is true or not. Some of the names are on there. Halo is on there. I don't know if that's true or not, but take it with a grain of salt. Halo wasn't mentioned in this article, so but they buy the consoles for exclusives as well. Xbox has Halo and Gears of War, and then you have PS5, for example. PS5 has Spider-Man's franchise. They have God of War. Nintendo has Mario games, Zelda games. They have the Mario Kart franchise, Zelda, Kirby. They have all that stuff, so that factors into things when you're buying consoles. And obviously with this exclusivity thing, you're kind of throwing that out the window. When this happens, or if this does happen, because it's not set in stone yet, there could be the idea from Xbox consumers like, why would I buy Xbox if blank game, Gears of War, for example, is going to be on PS5. My friends have a PS5. I don't. Maybe I should fall into that category. Those things could happen in this situation. Also understanding PS5 has a pretty much a advantage in general population, I guess you'd want to say. I almost bought an Xbox when they first came out. Every day that goes on, I'm glad I didn't choose Xbox, because I had a whole list of games and accessories written down on paper, ready to buy once I got the console, and I never did. It's tough, but you know, first the physical media, now this is crazy. And then with this as well, you know, customers, as far as it goes in this situation, you may lose some as well. The people that believe in brand loyalty, at least, obviously, like, oh, Team Xbox, you know, even though the console wars are just overrated now. You know, take what you want, like it, and then move on. But some people, you know, brand loyalty might get thrown out the window from some consumers, at least, and they decide to start exploring other options. If your exclusive titles might be on other consoles, they might start looking for other options like PS5, obviously, or maybe just playing on PC. I know, obviously, Microsoft, they are in the computer industry, but, you know, people could change their minds on certain things instead of continuing to buy the Xbox. And obviously, your opinion, it will vary. Obviously, I'm not an Xbox guy, never owned an Xbox, but it could be different for you. You might have some of your greatest memories with gaming with the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One. So that's up to you, obviously, the consumer. Now, the argument that was made from Nico and Daniel for the potential move was that the incentive for Xbox console purchases will still be driven by Game Pass versus a $70 purchase on PS5 for a new game, which they call a win-win situation. Now, Xbox Game Pass does have a lot of things in it. You get a ton of games on their console, on Xbox, PC, and on cloud storage, I believe, that they have on Microsoft or Xbox. And then they have online multiplayer within that. Obviously, that's what Xbox Live merged into. It got put into Xbox Game Pass. So you get online multiplayer, you get new games that are added, and you get Xbox Game Studio titles. They get early release, early access. You get discounts, you get free perks, and all sorts of stuff. And also just understanding as well, Xbox handles backwards compatibility way better than PlayStation does. I will say that. But I mean, I don't know. You could still do all this without having to throw exclusivity out the window. I mean, you know, with Starfield, for example, I'm pretty sure that game was, you could get early access with Xbox Game Pass. And, you know, you don't have to get rid of exclusivity to still attract customers that want to play Xbox. You don't have to do that. You know, games are going to get higher. I mean, last gen, most of them were like $59. Now they're $69 at retail, even though they get cheaper on Amazon. I just think this move from Xbox is not really worth the time, in my opinion, to do it. You don't have to do any of this. What makes the console unique is the exclusive games that come with it. Obviously, we already listed them earlier. Mario with Nintendo, the Legend of Zelda's franchise with Nintendo, God of War and Spider-Man's franchise for PlayStation, and then Halo and Gears of War for Xbox. It makes the console unique in that way. Just like how Sega Dreamcast used to have Sonic, for example. It gives that console uniqueness that if you didn't buy it, you're not going to experience. And obviously, letting other people have your games, to me, is not really a smart move. So at this point, you might as well just pack up your console and just forget about it. Just forget about it. But that's it for this video. You know, but yeah, I'm not really for this kind of thing. I'm not an Xbox guy, but this seems like a pretty dumb strategy. Hopefully they change their minds on it. But hey, it is what it is, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't ramble. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I am on break and still on break from YouTube, so we'll be back when we get the time and all that good stuff. So y'all be easy. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.